Okay, I understand that Commissioner Constance Barnes would like to speak, and I also see Commissioner Loke. To be fair and equitable, I'm going to allow you both the opportunity to speak, as we've heard from two of the other commissioners. Commissioner Barnes.
I think first I would say thank you to all of you coming out. I'm not here actually to do a lot of talking. I'm actually here to listen and to take it back to staff and see what we can do to listen to what the concerns are. I would say that Howard and I have done some great work together. When I was first elected, there was concerns about the basketball courts being, the hoops being taken down the day after Labor Day. There was some very interesting history there that we found out. I've done great work with Lynn Kent. I'm so thrilled to see Megan Carville-Davis, who is also here, and that's Hadden Park. She's brought that forward, and she does have a very valid point that's been brought up. Hadden Park was gifted to the city. The dog park that is now there was not actually meant for that. It was actually meant to be a women's bathing beach. So there's a lot of history that I also live right up on McNichol. So this is my hood, so to speak. What I don't want to do is make this political. What I want to say is, I'm not making it political. What I'm saying is I'm not going to. I'm not here to do that. What I'm here to do is listen. I picked up the phone and called Howard as the first opportunity to be on this new group, this advisory group. What I will say is we are parks and recreation. As much as we are about green space and parks, we are also about recreation and making sure people are safe. What I know is because I actually come down and I take part with the volleyball, and basketball, and on any given day when it is really, really busy down here, it is treacherous right behind where we are here, for cyclists, for runners, for people in wheelchairs.
Not for runners. Not for runners.
Okay, so I'm hearing time's up, I'm hearing yelling and screaming. Can we just respectfully let me speak?
No.
Okay, well, if they're saying no, then I'll just move on and I'll talk to people one-on-one later. Really?
Good. Go ahead.
Guys, let's be classy and let's do what wasn't done when we wanted to speak.
So I also do sit on the Active Transportation Policy Council. And we have had these discussions. The one thing I will admit, and I absolutely admit, you should have been brought to the table beforehand. We should have had stakeholders more involved. I do agree with that. And I have brought that forward, not only to the board, but to the general manager, Malcolm Bromley. I think there's a lot of user groups that were not brought to the table, and going forward, we could always do better. And I absolutely agree with that. We had an incident with the elm trees where, I know that you remember that, we had to go back to the drawing board. We've had incident with lifeguards, we've gone back. There's nothing wrong with saying, you know what? Yes. We can do a better job. Yes. And I agree with that. I am here to listen to people, and I'm here to take that information back. I hope that we get a great, strong working group together to figure out how to make this happen. But I do believe that we need to make it happen, because I think going forward, we are going to have more people out, more people active, more people on bicycles. We need to make a really serious, conscious effort to make sure that going forward our environment is acknowledged, because times are changing. So with that being said, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to stay around and talk to as many of you one-on-one as possible, hear your concerns, bring them back. We'll work going forward with the new advisory group, and I will be a part of that advisory group. I'm very serious about this, and I am so grateful to see you all out here. I mean, to be honest with you, this is what we need more of. And going forward, I will make sure that I do my darndest that we are bringing you into the decisions that are being made before they're made. Public consultation is brutal at the city, and I know it is at the park level as well. I reiterate, though, again, we are park and we are also recreation. So we have to take both of those into consideration, and we need to do it in a safe way. So thank you all for coming out. I'm here to have chats with you after, and I will definitely be working with all of you going forward. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Commissioner Barnes. Again, as I said, I would be fair and equitable. Commissioner Loke, I see you here. If you'd like to come up and say a few words, Commissioner Trevor Loke.
Everybody, thank you so much. My name is Trevor Loke. I'm a Park Board Commissioner. I'm going to take you back a few years to before I was a commissioner and how I got involved. I'm a hockey player in the city, and we were holding our annual fundraiser, and a few weeks before our fundraiser was to take place, I got a call from the park board, and our ice had been taken away. Now, nothing got me more upset than having my ice taken away as a park board commissioner, and so what I did was I called every city councillor, every park board commissioner, and the only person who ever gave me a call back was Constance. But in a few days, our ice was given back to us and our fundraiser moved forward. The reason I'm telling you this story is because I believe that government can be responsive and should be responsive. And sometimes mistakes are made, and sometimes we don't have the best ideas. And so my commitment to you as your commissioner, I know our commitment to you as your commissioner, is to listen at this point and to try to reverse any decisions that are going to have a negative impact on the community, so that we can have a design that works for not just people in this neighborhood, but for everybody in the city of Vancouver. Howard will know that as soon as I received an email from him, we had a chat right away, and every concern that he gave to me, I made sure that we got it right onto the desk of our general manager. And that's how the advisory committee was formed, and that's how, moving forward, we want to be able to look at the decision to make sure that it works for everybody. So without further ado, I'll just leave it at that, and thank you everybody for coming out today. Thank you.